Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and introducing, looking like he needs to pee his pants, it's Swiifty. Really hope you don't have to hold it all interview. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm going to hold it the whole time.
Welcome to Titan Talk, where the talk changes every time, and the only way to learn is by talking, and the only way to talk is by beginning, and the only way to begin is by beginning. I'm your host, Romeo Reich. We're here. We excited. We're back. We're totally not recording this for a second time after the audio.
We totally didn't have audio issues about 30 seconds ago.
We would never.
Never, ever. We're perfect.
We would never. But it's okay. It's okay. We're back.
Yeah, it is okay.
I mean, as we know the first conversation. I mean, I do want to bring up still, so that Sims can hear this. Where's my Titan beer league? Where's my Titan shots? Every death. I think it would be huge. I think it would be huge. But as we were trying to get into before my audio rudely decided not to pick you up, you and Sems have a bit of a history.
Yeah, I've known Sems for a bit now. Yeah, so I've been playing in Titan for I can't remember when. I bet you like Sems knows when or something, or could find out. But I started in Titan. I played in leagues since even longer than that. Back in my gold and plat days in like ZGG, and I played for like Dolphins esports way back in the day. I think this was like 8 years ago or 9 years ago or something like that. But I played. I think I captained a few teams for Sems under Con Gaming that played in Titan. I think it was Conqueror at the time was one of the teams. But yeah, so I had played under Sems' org, and then I think a brief gap for collegiate activities and whatnot. When I was in school, I didn't play as much League, and then got back into it. And at this point, I was playing under an org that I think was called Orbit, that then had like sort of a split into two sections. One of those became Oversoul, that was owned by a friend of mine named Wojo, which is a name maybe some people know. But in 2023, I got handed the keys to Oversoul and have been doing a lot of work to just revamp what the org is and like the mission statement. And we made leaps and bounds since then, which, I'm happy to say, we've won championships and we have MVP accolades and tournament wins, which is exciting. And, we're starting to do more streams now and open up more teams and more elos. So, but Sems was on the first ever championship OBS roster in Friend or Foe Esports Season 7. Sems played, I can't remember how many games. I think it was at least 2 games. Sems played, I think he played top for one game. I think he pulled out like a top lane Quinn, which is a staple pick of his. And I think he might have played ADC one game. But yeah, so Sems has a chip with OBS, believe it or not. So anyone who believes Vank is rigged, which is why we're undefeated right now, you're 100% right. Sems has a favorite. It's us. Sorry, guys.
Like, it's so weird, because to me, Sems has always just owned a league, and it makes sense when you say, oh yeah, like, of course he's played amateur esports, but in my brain, that guy's, like, just never opened a league client before, and he's just been a league owner forever, and doesn't even, like, have an account on
He doesn't actually know what the game is. He's just some angel investor that's
money,
like...
because we all know how much money Titan Esports makes, obviously. It's such a good business,
lucrative business. Yeah,
things esports.
Amateur esports, for those who aren't aware, amateur esports is the most lucrative financial decision you could ever make in your life. I totally don't lose money on every team. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk became a trillionaire by buying an amateur esports league.
Yeah,
and that's where he's made like 75% of his income.
That's where SpaceX comes from.
Yeah, it started as an amateur. I think that one was an amateur Dota league, but
yeah, definitely. Totally.
It is what it is. It spun off a Friend or Foe.
Exactly. But yeah. So I got some history with Titan. Sems. I've cast for Titan. Yeah.
How long have you been
Chris
playing?
Young is a friend of mine. I have been playing the game since, I believe, right as the transition from season 1 to season 2 happened. I don't think I started playing ranked until later into season 2. I was terrible. And if you are this rank, this is not me saying you are terrible, because I was this rank like at the beginning of League, which means I was really, really terrible. Now people in bronze are much better, but I was bronze back when bronze was like really bronze, but it was bad.
Better, when I first started playing the game, I played Xin Zhao top, and I started playing the game
hell
when
yeah.
Iron was added. Like that was when I first started. I started in like
Oh, okay.
2021, maybe 2022.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
started really like my first screen was Viego, and then I took a break from the game immediately after, and then it was like Vex or something like that. But
Sure.
like I started Iron 4. That was genuinely like and like hard stuck Iron 4.
You couldn't figure out how your keyboard worked.
No, not really. And now I'm a hard stuck Emerald player, so we've gone up a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Emerald is.
Everyone starts in garbage, and we work our way up.
Yeah, there are some people who I know who like started like high plat and like immediately a masters. And I was like, oh, good for you. But yeah, I've played this game since like 2014, so I was still in. I was in it's the middle of high school for me. I'm old, sorry. Yeah, so I've played for a long time. I didn't play a lot in college because, you know, I had a lot of studying, aka binge drinking to do. But yeah, I've played the game for a long time. It's a game that I can't stop playing. I love it too much. I love the competitive scene, and like, you know, stuff like Titan is a great outlet for that.
So yeah, you've played in Titan. You've been playing since season 2. Who's your favorite champion? Like, what's your main, and who's your favorite lore wise?
My favorite. Oh, that's an interesting question. Lore wise, I don't. My main is Volibear, which I'm sure many people know. I think it's got. I think we have tracking on it in our scouting threads and tracking and stuff. I think it has like a 90-something% ban rate against us.
Holy.
Yeah, I think I peaked. This is when not a lot of granted, not a lot of people were playing Volibear on it, but I think there was a point in time where if you went onto League of Graphs, I was like rank 26 Volibear in North America, which is like doesn't sound that cool, but I was like, but now everybody's playing him because everyone discovered that Navori Quickblades and, you know, Dusk and Dawn and, you know, whatnot. Before it was Cosmic Drive and Navori Quickblades, but Volibear is my main. I love that champion. I don't really play it in comp because I don't think it's comp viable. Please keep banning it, though, like, because, you know, I have other things that I play. But yeah, I don't get to play it a lot on stage, which is why I think maybe some people who don't know me as well might not know that. But my favorite champion lore wise, that's a great question. It might be like Trundle, who is maybe my second favorite champion. I really like.
Wise?
Yeah, so like he's a troll who I think are known for being like dumb, but like he bargained with Lysandra for this shard of True Ice, which is his club, and he's a troll, but he's like kind of like a tactical and politically savvy one, right? So he's like this big, I don't know. There's something fun about that. I like monster champs. So
I've never like when I ask this question, like you get the same kind of like group of people all the time. Trundle is a cool one. Like I've just never heard of someone like whose favorite champ is Trundle.
Yeah, Trundle rocks. I like Volibear. I like Trundle. Hecarim is another huge one for me. I don't really play him anymore, but yeah, like I like the spooky champs like that. Fiddlesticks.
That's so valid. Do you have a champion that like mental booms you? Is there any champion in the game where you're like, if this is picked, I don't want to be in the game, sub me out, like screw this, or like you're in solo queue and you're just like, we can F that now, I'm good. Who is it?
Yes. So for anyone who did Titan After Dark and did a segment with myself and Freedom Potatoes, there was a segment about like caster therapy, and Jamie is Freedom Potatoes. Mm-hmm. Jamie knew that he could trigger me by showing me a Rorschach image of Ivern. I hate that champion as a jungler so much because it just fundamentally doesn't do what I want it to do. Like when I'm playing against it, it's frustrating. If you want to play support, just go play support. It's my take on Ivern. I hate him so much. He makes tracking frustrating. Like, ugh.
I also agree. Tracking an Ivern is such a pain in the ass, and also the fact he can walk in, smite your camp away, and there's just nothing you can do about it. There's no counterplay.
Yeah,
and
it's like, okay, cool.
That just changes how everyone has to play the game. Like Evelyn, him.
Yeah. Evelyn doesn't for me. I know Evelyn gets a lot of people. Evelyn, if you just ward Evelyn's camps, she like has a really tough time playing the game.
Here's the thing. I don't think any jungler has an issue playing against Evelyn as a jungler. It's just knowing that she's gonna in solo queue. In comp, I think Evelyn sucks. But in solo queue,
fair.
Knowing my team's gonna give 20 kills to the Evelyn before I'm done my first clear is just like, well, I don't want to play the game now. I'm good actually. It's just like
that's just the life of solo queue, yeah.
Especially like the lower elo you go, the stronger Evelyn becomes.
True.
Who's
which
your
is
favorite
interesting.
esports team? Who do you support?
That's who's my favorite esports team. Okay, so to be honest, I don't really have one anymore. Right now, if I had to pick one, I root more for players than I do for
A
teams
lot of
now.
people have
I
been
was a
saying that.
TSM fan for a long time, since since the Rain Man, Reginald, days. I was a F-It Bay Life TSM fan. I know a lot of people hate me for that, but and then TSM died, and I had no one to root for, because I always rooted against Liquid, and CLG's not in the LCS anymore, but Cloud9 and stuff. Now it's easier for me to root for players. I'm a huge fan of Inspired as a jungler myself. I got to meet Dokla when I live in New York City, and when Worlds was at MSG in 2022 at the Hulu Theater. I think it was when he was on CLG, and they had like a pregame watch party, and I think Zazel and Dokla were there. So I got to meet Dokes, which was cool. But yeah.
We got a lot.
So
it's
probably guys like Dokla and Inspired I root for. So maybe Lion.
Hey, Lion's popping off right now. Lion
yeah, they're doing
at
good.
MSI right now, which
this
probably
is true.
won't go far, but they're there, and
They are.
probably one of the stronger NA rosters in a bit.
Yeah, I think any roster with Inspired on it is great. I think Saint is really impressive. I think Berserker's fun to watch. I think that whole team is fun to watch, and I think guys on that team are easy to root for. I think professional league is unfortunately plagued with kind of boring people. You know what I mean? There's something fun about watching, and not that I'm condoning ridiculous behavior in gen chats. Who you are.
I fully
But you should go read the Vanquisher one, because I think I lose brain cells every time I read the
so
Vanquisher
genuinely
gen chat.
think we want to monetize esports. We need to pull a UFC thing where there's press conferences where the teams just shit talk each other.
There needs to be more personality, right?
Exactly. I want my 5 on C9. I want the coaches to come out. The coaches have to have a slap fight. And each of the other 5 just
Stone Cold Steve Austin, some beers, and then get up in each other's face.
Real, man. 316 just kicked your ass, and then you just have to see that. We see what happens in solo queue chat. We know be real, every competitive player is toxic as hell. Deep down.
I don't know what you mean.
Let them rip it. Let them rip it. It'll be so much more watchable. I love that we have Titan cards. I need players to shit talk each other. Send me screenshots, and then when I produce on Fridays, let me just put it on screen while they're going at it.
I should get sound bites of myself. I don't like banter in gen chat at all, but when I'm in comms with my team during a game, I am actively dogging on.
As you should. As everyone does. Just no one.
I'm like, God, this guy sucks so bad. The whole time.
It's so real. I'll be 0-9. God, this guy sucks so bad. It's just unlucky. He's not even good at the game.
Yeah, no. Team diff, dude. Team diff.
Dude, if
it's not
my
my
support
fault.
would stop inting that, you heard me. I said that out loud.
Yep.
Oh God, that's so real. Well, speaking of OVS, you were saying that OVS as an org, you've been redesigning it, going through its mission statement. What does OVS stand for now that you're at the head of it?
So what I want OVS to be is I want it to be able to provide to other people all of the things that I really took away from the amateur competitive and coordinated esports scene that really made it stick for me, right? And that is I've been able to find a competitive outlet, right, and find success in that. I've also just been able to learn a lot as a player, right? I started in season 2 bronze player, and I think I'm diamond 2 right now, right, playing in a Masters 100 league. So learning and growing and improving is something that I really value, and to me it's why this game has so much legs and so much sort of runway for people to play, as there's always more to learn. It's the chess of video games. And lastly, playing with OVS is a team where we're on a first name basis. There's a lot of people in the org that you'll see their IGN and then a line and then their first name, right? So I'm Swiifty Ross in that server. So a lot of people don't even call me Swiifty in there. They'll just refer to me by my first name. So just finding people that you enjoy playing video games with is a fun thing, right? So and any sort of capacity when we have people join the OVS community, any capacity that we can help you out in those 2 things, right? We have high elo coaches all the way up through like, GM and whatnot, who can help you be successful league, help you grow, and just having fun with people that you enjoy playing with, I think are the most important things, right? I think Dwami asked me a question in one of the interviews for his content for Vanquisher about like, what do you try to take away from splits, and like what's the bar that you hold your teams to? And it's like, it's really that. It's like, we don't need to win a championship. We want to be as successful as possible, but so much as you feel like you took something away from being on a team, like that is a success in and of itself to me. So that's really what I want the driving force behind OBS to be,
No, I think that's totally fair, and I think it's a good motto to have. It seems like a lot of teams are starting to go in with that model of like, we want our players to grow and like get the higher tiers. It's a bit of a change. I remember like a couple seasons ago, it's everyone just shooting for chips, and now I think like people are more understanding of, hey, like we want to build some players up so that our higher tier teams do good, rather than just like ooga booga neat chip now.
Yeah, Ooga Booga, new roster every split and this and that. And like, listen, like power to you, right? However you want to run, and whatever, different people find, joy in, like, putting up like 800 trophies in a case. It's like, if that's what you're doing this for, like, power to you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to stop you, but I think there's value in competitive esports and any sort of competitive outlet, in a plethora of ways, and I don't think that needs to be pigeonholed to I have 18 championships. You know what I mean? It's like, if you feel like you got something out of a season and you didn't win that season, like that's a successful season in my book, right? And I think the championships come as a byproduct of that right now, right? Like, I mean, my team is 3-0. We're undefeated, 6-0, 100% win rate in our games. So I think a lot of the times the success comes as a byproduct of setting yourself up well. So that's really what we're about.
So you were saying that OVS like originally stemmed, like it's been around for a while, and it stemmed from other orgs, right?
Yes.
What's the timeline of like OVS as itself?
OVS as itself, I think must have been about 2021 or 2022, a little bit after COVID, is when OVS formally had split off from what I believe was called Orbit Gaming. And, which was kind of like just a thrown together thing. And OVS at that time was like a thrown together thing. I asked Wojo, I'm like, can I please captain a team? I want to play in Friend or Foe's final season, which was that at that point, it was around 2023-ish. And so what I count really, though, as the formal start of OVS is 2023. And that is when I sort of took the reins and was like, listen, like, we have the groundwork, and I think we have like the existing teams and people to make this like a legitimate org and push it in the right direction. Because no offense to Wojo or any of the previous sort of, people, but like, it was just a boys club, and it was a bit of a mess, and like there was a lot of toxic BS and whatnot. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? And like, I'm not big on that at all, right? Like, not curse words obviously, but like offensive language that like is completely unhelpful slurs and unnecessary, and yeah, you know what I mean? And people were very willing to just be like, oh, it's jokes, and it's like, that's not what I'm here for, So 2023 is what I would call the start of Oversoul. I think that's the year. Was that year or the following year that we won Friend or Foe Season 7, which was the first championship OVS won. So yeah, I would say the official start, it's been like a little over 3 years for OVS as its OVS, own real
they
thing.
Play in Friend and Foes, they play in Titan. Are there any other leagues OVS plays in right now?
Right now we just had Vanguard finish up in BOL Platinum. We have Oversoul Anomaly is in Conqueror. Oversoul Midnight is in Berserker right now. We just had Oversoul Scream, which was our D4 average team. They just lost to Syndicate Catgirls in Metashift Finals. They also have won an Aegis Championship before. I think we might have a Style Champion, or I can't remember if it was a championship or a semifinals win and a championship runner-up, something like that in Style. We've played in Risen, Aegis, Style, BOL, Titan, FOF.
Man, we gotta get
probably a few. Yeah, probably a few others
Aegis,
in there.
CCS, Titan, BOL, and get like that.
CCS. Flay was messaging me. Flay was like, OVS in CCS when? And I was like, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
I believe it. CCS coming back has been interesting. I don't think we're supposed to talk about other leagues too much.
Oh yeah, sorry, Sam.
Low-key.
But
we're allowed to
it's healthy to have everybody grow.
I was saying BOL we're for sure allowed to talk about because they're partnered. I believe.
Yes.
Right? Like there's a BOL Titan partnership. So like that's chill.
Yes.
I think CCS and Ages need to partner as well in that, and then we form like MSI and Worlds.
Like the Infinity Gauntlet of.
We get like an M100 Worlds. We get like a Plat Worlds. We get, like, how fun would that be, guys?
That would be cool.
Bug
that
Sems.
would be cool.
I'll help host it if we bug these org owners. Get Sems on it, Bully,
Sems.
Play, and Ivar. Like bug all 4 of those guys, and we'll make it happen.
Yep.
So right now, yeah, you guys obviously have a bunch of teams going. Let's talk about some of the teams in Titan right now. So like obviously you play on OVS Oberon. What's that team like? Give me a rundown of like what this 5 stack is like.
Just great dudes. I really like this team. So as a precursor, a brief talk about last split. Literally last season in Vanquisher. I was on OVS Eclipse, which it was a team that we did formal tryouts for. We went 1-7 in regular season, and I'm of the opinion that we had 5 players, 4 or 5 players that were like some of the best in role in the league. I'll die on that hill. Like our bot lane, I mean, we had I'm So Vile mid. Like we had like really talented players on the roster. Nobody could play the game in the same way. And it made me realize something that like, especially as you get into M100, I think a lot of Vanquisher teams are seeing that right now. You're looking at rosters with like some serious heavy hitters and names on them that cannot pick up wins right now. And I think because a wake-up call for me last season in Vanquisher was like, you can't just put really big names on a roster and expect like success to immediately follow. So this season was like a complete revamp, and we didn't host tryouts for it. I asked specific individuals that I have been playing with for a long time and know personally on a first name basis. I want to make a Vank team that can win everything. And those people were Freedom Potatoes, our mid laner, Jamie, Luru, and Fang Over Fang in the bot lane. And we had the only role we had tryouts for was top. For anyone who remembers the Limster, we were really trying to get Liam back, but Liam doesn't have the games and hasn't been playing, so it was not going to happen. I think he's very busy too with grad school. So we ended up being able to pick up Spoobert, who is a D4 staple, right? And I think it was just in Conquer Finals last split that Jamie Freedom Potatoes was casting. So this is a roster of people that are like IRL friends, and like Jamie, I was over in San Francisco visiting Jamie, and he was just in New York over here visiting myself. We're all going to get together for Worlds, here in New York, which is awesome. So this is a team of friends first, which I really enjoy, and like, it's going well so far, right? I think it's really, really good players. I think our macro gameplay is just really, really good. We deeply trust each other. We haven't had a game yet, even when we're down gold at like 15, 20 minutes, where we feel like we're going to lose a game. Like we're, very level-headed team, very, very like strategically minded.
So is the goal of this team to like win Vank? Is that like, because like I think every team I've asked, they have like, this is where we're expected to go and this is where we want to go. And obviously everyone wants to win, but what's the expectations with Oberon?
So I think realistically, there is no reason why we can't make as deep a playoff run as possible. I think, at least the way I currently view it from watching these other teams, I think there's a handful of teams that like sort of operate in that like people who are going to be in semis and finals. I think we're one of them. So I expect that there isn't a reason that we can't keep it. We can't, improve more and more, keep working and keep getting better and make finals. I think realistically, like that's what we should hold ourselves to. I do think there are other teams in this league that are like absolutely fantastic, and like I'm not going to like without a doubt say I think we're the best team in the league, but I think we are an argument for the best team in the league right now, for sure. A good argument at that too.
Well, when you're
I think it would be a disappointment. Yeah, we're undefeated. It would be a major disappointment to not make playoffs at this point. Like I think something would have to go horribly wrong. So, and I think the 50-50 is like quarter semis, I think should be expected. I think we really want to push to win semis and make finals. And, I want to be able to win the whole thing. I think this roster can easily accomplish that, looking at the gameplay and being after now playing 3 weeks against other teams and then having a cross week against Dorado and being able to somewhat gauge a little bit just the relative strength and knowing who these players are. I think we're going to be, like number 1 or number 2 in the league after regular season.
Well, that's good. That's a good play to have, a good place to go into playoffs with if you can achieve it. Now, of course, there's also OVS Midnight in Berserker League. They're also right now undefeated. They've lost a game, but they haven't lost a series. They went 2-0 against Jolly Rogers, 2-1 against Baby Kittens. Where do you see this team ending up in Berserker League?
That team is... that's a good question. I think they should do really well. I think they should be aiming for a similar sort of trajectory as Oberon right now. Honestly, I think Anomaly should too. I think Anomaly's having some. I think they're 1 and 2 right now, rather than
they are. Yes.
Yes. So they're having a little bit of. I think struggles.
Has been 2-1 as well. Like they haven't been 2-0 yet. They've lost 2-1 to Ember. They've lost 2-1 to Theory of Everything.
Yeah, I think that's a team that I think Anomaly has the best mid laner in that league. Like hands down, the best mid laner in Conqueror is Hyde on Matcha. Sorry guys, it's just an objective truth. So I think right now they're in the process of, and this can happen a lot when you have a lot of really talented players. I think people view the game in a little bit of a different way, and their coaching staff right now is working on finding what that glue is and that collective highway for them to play right now is, because when they steamroll, they steamroll, but a lot of the times they just have trouble closing games out. They have trouble securing and holding on to leads. And I think it's because there's a little bit of different viewpoints in how they want to play the game. But Midnight, a lot of first name bases, whatever the plural is of that as well. And yeah, I sort of handcrafted that team. A lot of them are OVS, like longtime standing people, like Hatred, longtime standing OVS player at this point. General Lee, their captain, Lieutenant Orange Juice, who is currently subbing. He has some IRL events that he has to deal with, so he'll return. But I believe Limestone, who was actually just playing for Vanguard and BOL, is now stepping in to the mid lane role for the time being. That's a team that we sort of like handcrafted a little bit. Of players that we have been improving and stepping up in ELO brackets and in leagues. And I think that team has, we just took on a new coach for them who is really amazing. He's like an M350 LP jungler who is just great, awesome guy. I think that team is going to do really, really, really well in Berserker.
It sounds like you have a lot of faith in your teams, including Anomaly, which I was
always.
I always find it interesting when we talk about rosters that aren't doing well right now, what people are looking at to change that, right? Because like you see rosters all the time that finish 7th or 8th in season, and then come playoff run, they make it to like semifinals and finals. I feel like there's a lot of teams like that where it's really good players, and they take the season to learn how to play together, and then playoffs where you see them really, really shine. And that's kind of the Anomaly goal right now.
Yeah, I think when some of those players came on to OVS, I know especially with Matcha, I had this conversation with him that, he was like, I really want to find a place that like I can invest myself in long term, and that like is invested back in my improvement as a player, in my growth, right? That has like the leeway. The way we have our teams organized right now is we have five rosters. We have E4 cap, E4 average, D4 cap, D4 average, M100. And what that does is it creates a sort of, it's not like hard jumps, it's like sort of an overlap, right? So it gives us flexibility in how we move our players up as they improve, which is nice. So like Hatred, for example, came from an E4 cap roster and is now playing for E4 average roster in Berserker. One of our junglers, whose name is Acid, is now getting ready to slot into the next iteration of the D4 average roster after playing on the E4 average roster, right? Because he had a huge climb. I think for teams that aren't maybe having the greatest start or what they expected hope to, that's not a red flag for me at all, right? Like for as many teams that go like 3-0 in a season, there are going to be teams that go 0-3. right? And that's like
100%.
that's an inevitability, and it's like all these people who like hang their head in shame for like struggling. Like it's a game that is hard to play. It happens, and a big thing that we try to do is like let's find out how to change that, right? Like that's a part of this game is learning and improving, and going 1-2 is I'm not embarrassed by that at all by that team. I know that team is incredibly talented, has a great coaching staff, and they need to make the puzzle pieces fit, and that doesn't like bother me or worry me in any way, right? That's part of the process and part of what we aim to do at OVS. So it's just part of the journey,
Well, with all things OVS being talked about, we got two other things in this interview that I want to go to before we hit the timer Sims gave us. One, we were talking MSI picks. What is Swiifty's MSI picks?
Swiifty's MSI picks. Okay, wait, I have them. I have them right here.
What's our thoughts?
I did pick'ems. I'm like super out of the loop on who made it from other regions for the knockout stage.
Yeah.
I think my hot take that I'm sure a lot of people from NA are going to be mad about is in play-ins. I don't have TL winning a single game. I think they're going to lose to T1. I think they're going to lose lower bracket immediately.
I think you're right.
I think they're going to get 0-3'd and then they're going to get like 1-3'd and then they're going to be gone.
I think it's 2 0-3s. I don't think Team Liquid picks up a game.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice with the 1-3. Yeah, I think they're gonna get screwed. I think that team sucks. No offense to all my TL fans. I think they're gonna get absolutely dogged on. Yeah, I think it'll be T1. Just clapping everybody in play-ins. Who else is in knockouts?
From Live is in knockouts. Leon's in knockouts. We haven't actually. Yeah. Knockout pick'ems haven't opened yet, but I think BLG's there.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be what you normally see. It's going to be like LCK and...
Do you have a guess for who like wins MSI overall? It's BLG, Top Esports, G2, Honolai.
It's going to be Gen.G.
Secret Wales.
Oh, wait, is Gen.G's in it?
There.
Oh, they're not?
Gen.G's
I think they're like one of the best teams in the league. Is BLG there?
BLG is, yeah.
Then it's going to be them. I think BLG is the second best team. In the world right now.
Faith in Leon.
Listen, had it been TSM, had this been like 10 years ago, I would have been like TSM all the way, baby, and known I'd be wrong. I don't know if. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, but I think Lion will do well. I think they'll upset some people. I think that's a roster with like Inspired can upset any team. I think. Like as a player, I think he's really talented like that. So I'm looking to just see them pick up as many wins as possible. Are they going to win the whole thing? Absolutely not. But
Scout's honor. Does Teemo get picked at all?
Scout's honor? No, he does not. I'm a Teemo enjoyer, by the way. I have wins in Vanquisher on Teemo. Fun fact.
This is the
Teemo
worst
jungle.
news. Nobody believes in Teemo yet. And the other one that I think is always fun to ask. Who do you think gets picked the most?
In the game?
Yep.
Like in Titan or in
MSI.
the like just
Actually, give me
MSI?
Both. Who do you think it's picked the most in Titan once we start getting Titan playoffs?
In Vank, I think by the end of regular season, the highest picked champion is going to be Jarvan.
What do you think is going to be at MSI?
At MSI, I always like to say things like Poppy because of how flexible it is. And I'm always close to, but not right. I think like, you remember when they had that crystal ball thing at Worlds?
Yeah.
I think I put Poppy and I think she was like one of the top 3 or something, but I think it was like Renekton or something like that. It's typically one of those picks. It's either going to be a staple, like Renekton top lane is just picked in everything, or like, Xin Zhao or like Lee Sin is another big one. Like things you're just going to see every single series, or it's going to be something that is like a gigaflex that people pick into a lot of stuff. AKA like, you'll see Poppy just because you can send a top jungle support.
Guess though? What would like?
I'll say Poppy. I'm going to be right on Poppy at some point.
I have Xin Zhao as my pick right now.
Xin Zhao? I think that's another good one.
He was so hot this season that and he got nerfed enough that he's not really bannable either. It's just like we handshake him all the time.
People are banning it against us at this point.
I love Xin. I mean,
yeah, he's great.
I love Xin. But the other thing, as we've done with all of these, and I think eventually I might switch to a Jeopardy or something. Right now, we guess the KDA.
Guess the KDA. Okay.
Now,
do I have to pull up your?
This,
okay.
I just realized I have not been giving you what I was supposed to be giving you. Now you can see it. Here's Guess the KDA. Basically, how this works is on your screen, you'll see a KDA. It's from one of your teams in Titan. It's either going to be from Anomaly,
Oh,
or it's going to be
it would have been
from
easy if I knew
Oberon,
it was
or it's going to
Oberon.
be from Midnight. It's going to be one of these 3 teams. It's going to be a game they played in Titan. You
Oh,
have
no.
to figure out who.
I own OBS. I'm
player?
about to get somebody pissed at me for guessing them, and I'm going to be wrong.
wanna
You
know-
are an evil, evil
I
man.
want to know which player you think this is. And on
Stage game in Titan
game.
this
Stage game
split.
Titan. Yes. I want to know what player you think it is. Extra points if you can get the game, and then of course it's a stage game that's already happened. So every time you get it wrong, by the way, I will reveal another stat for you. Now we're gonna start with an easy one, a nice and easy one. This player in OBS went 0-7. Who
And O, which is an added.
which means they literally did nothing. You've heard of a perfect game. This was the opposite.
So
Free to flame your players now.
it's not Oberon, and I can tell you that for a fact because we have not had a game where someone literally had 0 KP because we've won every game, and we've had games where like we had a Singe top and it had like 8% KP or something, but we didn't intend for it to be grouping a lot. So it's certainly not an Oberon player. My heart. So it's obviously Midnight or Anomalies. It's your Conk or Berserker team. Has our Berserker team won a game with an 070 pick? Like, or player? No, there's no way. It's got to be.
You got to keep in mind they did lose a match.
They did lose. Did they lose 1 or 2?
They lost 1. They've lost 1.
They lost 1.
Match.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Oh, he's gonna get so mad at me because he's definitely gonna watch this. I'm gonna guess that. Do you want me to guess the player, or do you want me to guess which team? I think that this is Hatred.
Ooh. Yeah, it's not Hatred. Here's the
It's
boots
not.
they got, though.
Fuck. This looks like a player from one of our other teams that was playing in POL. Sorry, Hatred. I had a feeling this is one of those games where Hatred gets counterpicked and then like they lost that game. I actually can't remember which game they lost.
I don't think it's a bad guess. He's a top laner. You get counterpicked. Look at 0-7, like counterpick. It happens if your entire team's losing.
Gluttonous Greaves? What? Who built Gluttonous? Oh my god, I probably flamed the crap out of someone in VOD review for this. Who took Gluttonous Greaves went 070? How does that happen? This was like post game?
This is post game, yeah. This is end of game.
And that was their boots.
That was indeed.
Please, this wasn't Benzie, was it?
Is Benzier lock-in?
I'll lock in. No, I'm gonna lock in because I think it's a top lane. Gluttonous Greaves. I'm gonna lock in Sushi. Sushi Man.
It was not Sushi Man.
Fuck me. Oh, maybe I just hate our top laners.
And the worst
I'm so sorry,
the worst
guys.
bit, 273 CS, which means this was a long game. They went 0-7-0, and they had 273 CS. This game went on for a bit.
Am I wrong? Was it Oberon?
It has not been either of the people. Yes, it was not Benzie. It's not. Hatred. Who do we
You're
think?
gonna. Oh my god. You're actually. People are gonna riot in my server.
Your entire org's gonna be coming for you.
Was this an? Did we go 0-7-0 and win an Oberon game? No, there's no way. There's no way.
This might be the most fun round of this game I've played so far.
Okay, so it has to be who builds Gluttonous Greaves. It has to be one of the junglers. It wasn't Lee because Lee's been crushing it. I'll guess Benzie Boy.
You
Anomaly.
You already guessed. Oh wait.
No, I guess Sushi. I guess
You did
Sushi.
guess Sushi. Benzie. It is not Benzie.
Oh my god. 10.8k.
10.8k gold.
Oh my god. It's not Sushi. It's not Hatred. It's not Benzie. 10.8k with 273 070. Ah! This split.
This split.
Is it Spoobert? Did we win an 070 game?
It's not Spoobert. This is the
Okay.
build. This is the build.
Okay, so it's ADC. It's a Smolder game. Is that Smolder? It's got to be.
It is a Smolder game. I will confirm.
This is a Smolder game. So it's either Diablo Fox or it's not Luru. There's just no way Luru. wouldn't go 0-7-0. He's too goated. He's like the best ADC in Bank. There's no way. Okay, what's this Diablo?
Are we locking in Diablo?
I will give me 10 seconds. I'll lock in Diablo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Diablo Fox game.
It is Diablo.
0-7-0. You did flame the rest of the team first, but it was ultimately
sorry,
Diablo.
guys. You see, I was like, I feel like this is a game where like Sushi or Hatred or someone got counterpicked and the game just fell apart.
Which is real. Sushi Man was the only one who like kind
Diablo
of
went
survived
0-7-0?
Yeah.
Bro, we got things to talk about after this,
Yeah,
bro. Holy moly.
This was the worst bit. This is a theory of everything game 3. It was 1-1 going into this game.
Oh my god, 21-5.
3.
How'd this game go 30 minutes, by the way? Oh, I watched this. Yes, I watched this game. My heart broke this game. This was when we blamed draft, and I was like, this is not a draft issue. This is a winning draft. This is gameplay issue. It's okay.
I don't know what happened there, but it's okay. We'll go to our next game. 5, 2, and 8.
Okay. Oh, 5, 2, and 8?
Yes.
Is it on your screen? Because I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I see. I needed to click
5, 2, and 8. It doesn't matter. You told me.
5, 2, and 8.
5, 2, and 8. Me.
Damn.
Is it me?
Damn, you got that immediately.
So the ones that I did are going to be easier, I think, for me. Is it Xin Zhao? Yeah, baby.
It's the Xin Zhao game. This is you against my org, by the way. You
sorry.
Decided to slam them like that, which was.
By the way, I got counterpicked by your jungler that game. People have done this twice to us, and I've clapped them both times.
So to be fair, I love Duddy. Duddy is not a Vank jungler. They had like lost their jungler and put Duddy.
Yes,
Duddy, still the GOAT for playing out this series. I hate the
absolutely
matchup personally. What do you think went right about this game? Walk me through why this game worked.
So yeah, shout out to Duddy, by the way. I don't mean to flame at all. I'm not a big crap talker. And yeah, it was clear. I saw the op.gg obviously from scouting. I was like, okay, it seems like he's swinging up, right? So power to him for doing that. And yeah, you guys were, Ellie was really fun to play against and really cool. I think this was a series where I think we just had really good drafting, and like I think we do every week though. But I also think on the whole, I think we had really good lane phase. Like this game didn't go that long. Like I think we just had we had stronger laning, and I think we're a team that even if we don't have stronger laning, it's very, very easy for us to just convert in the mid game. I think our mid game and objective based gameplay is like the best in the league, or one of the best in the league. This felt like a series where we were able to close both games under 30 minutes because I think our laning was a lot cleaner. Duddy though, I think actually got off to a really good. I think was Duddy on Wukong game 1. I think he might have been, and I think he got off to a really good start. Or game 2. It was one of the 2 games. I think it was a Wukong game that I think.
Game 2, so it must have been game 1.
Game 1, I think, was Wukong, and I think Duddy got off to a really good start and was applying a lot of pressure. I think fell behind in, like, you'll notice this game, it's 221 Xin Zhao CS to 140 Trundle CS, which should never happen. And I think as the game went on, our early game leads got exacerbated because I think there were some tempo and upkeep issues from the side of Ellie that it made it a little bit easier for us to close out. But it was a fun series, super chill opponent. And yeah, I think this was just us playing really clean gameplay all around.
We actually did talk about this Wukong game on the last interview with with Arrow and Guster, because I was doing Guess the KDA with them, and this game came up, and it was the Duddy score line, and we had the opposite conversation about Duddy on the Wukong getting that hot start and then just kind of getting annihilated later into the game.
Yeah.
We got one more for you,
okay.
Mel.
Hit me.
We're gonna rip this one here. Let's get the blur back up. Yoink.
I have never gone 7-4-6. I can tell you that much. It could be Luru, but I don't think it's Luru. It could also be Spoobert, but I don't think it's Spoobert. This seems like a very Spoobert scoreline. like a Speward on Urgot scoreline, but I don't think it is him. I think this is a game. This might be like Hatred or OJ or Lee. I'm gonna guess Lieutenant Orange Juice.
God damn! Somebody knows their orange.
You see, I was wrong on the 07. That was hard, but yes, I think this was an OJ performance. Yes, Acel. Yep. Okay. See, I watch my teams. By the way, org owners, you should be watching your teams and you should be caring about your players and their gameplay. Yeah, this is OJ.
That was an insane pull because there's like a 7-3 this game as well.
Yeah.
I picked this one just because I love the name Lieutenant OJ. I think that's really funny.
Yes, he's a wonderful person. By the way, so OJ is an admin for Oversoul. So he's the admin for Midnight. Their captain is General Lee. So yeah, because we have like a coaching staff as well as an admin assigned to each team, so that we have like different levels of hierarchy, so that I'm not losing my mind overseeing every team, right? And OJ serves that position for Midnight. And I have known him for nearly 10 years now. My first ever like online competitive esports team was Killer Whales with Dolphins Esports way back in the day. And OJ and I played in a gold league together. And that was where I won my first championship ever with Lieutenant Orange Juice nearly 10 years ago. So I've known him for a very long time. He's a dear friend of mine. Just an absolutely amazing league player. I think season 2, he was Diamond, which is, Diamond then was not Diamond now, but he is just an amazing mind for the game and just a wonderful, wonderful human being, and I trust him very deeply. And he's good at League, man.
Well,
I think he carried on this Ace game.
It does look like that, especially considering General Lee went 0-5 and 8 this game. It's like Nocturne.
It was a tough Nocturne game. I think he went Hail of Blades. I gave him crap for that after. I don't think he was supposed to go Hob and Lethality. I think that was a mistake. But
is the General Lee name a reference to Hamilton?
It is not. That would have been a great poll. I forgot you're a theater guy as well. I am also a theater guy.
This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's. I don't want to dox him, but it's like an IRL reference. Yeah. So
I was like, General Lee too.
I think it's his middle name.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, on Nocturne, I can just see you alting and going, I'm a General. Wee.
Yeah, dude, it was only like yesterday that I realized that we have General Lee and Lieutenant Orange Juice on the same team. Really, and I was like, okay, we need Sergeant Hatred and Colonel Buggy. You know what I mean?
Objectively funny.
May.
And you get Private May in there, and they just they run in on that support Milio pick, and they're just a little boy running into battle.
Yeah.
It's objectively funny. But that was our game. Is there any final things you want to say before we end this interview, Swiifty? Any final notes? Any wisdom you want to install on the Titan viewers, or some shit talk you want to do? Call it a team, call it a revival?
Yeah, maybe some shit talk. I'm not a big shit talker. You'll never see me in chat like actively shit talking and dogging on people. Pardon my language. But I'm seeing there's the Vanquisher chat has been like alive, mainly with one individual who I'm not going to name because like why would I? So I'm seeing a lot of people try to compare the relative strength of groups right now. And what I can tell you after having scrimmed a lot of teams or a handful of teams, I think more than half of the teams in Group B, and having just played one of your 3-0 teams in Group A, I can tell you that I think Group A is easily the weakest. I think those guys are screwed when they get to playoffs. I think B overall is probably the strongest. I think C's upper bracket teams are strong, but I think has some weak lower bracket teams. So I'm very excited for when we play Flash for our second cross group, because I know they're great. It's always fun playing against Lost, and we scrim Syndicate all the time, and they're just like a good scrim partner to have and a cool org. So shout out Syndicate, you guys are dope. Also, I'm gonna say a lot of people are sleeping on Theory of Everything, which is the team that Geico is coaching. That team is the best team in Group B. I originally thought it was going to be Boomers. Yeah. So I think the best team in Group A is Glacial, which is why that team or that group is like not good. Theory of Everything is the best team in Group B. We're the best team in Group C. I wouldn't be surprised if us and them make deep playoff runs, but those guys are good. They are sleeper. Anyone who thinks they're bad, you have no idea what you're talking about. And then in our group, I really think it's us and Excessive are the only two like upper bracket teams, but very excited to play them because I know we're going to beat them super bad as well.
I'll continue being over here just slowly trying to believe in Elysium Ravens pulling something together.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. We already played you guys, so I have nothing but hopes for you guys.
Playoffs, right, guys?
Surely. Yeah.
Chaser, if you don't, I'm going to pull you on Titan Talk just to flame you, I swear to God. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was Titan Talk. This was Swiifty. I think this was a really strong episode, so thank you for being on here, Swiifty. And
of course, anytime.
See you with the next one. I think our next one's going to be Dorado Gaming, so stay tuned for that.